Hi everyone. So today I want to talk about the real reasons why you procrastinate. Now, procrastination is such a hot topic, and a lot of people ask me this question like, how do you deal with procrastination? And the thing is that in my work, I've realized that nothing is as it seems, and everything is uncovered in layers. So there are deeper reasons and limiting beliefs underneath your procrastination, and in today's video we're going to look at all those beliefs. So procrastination also has a silly little cousin, and her name is perfectionism. So procrastination and perfectionism are very similar. So let's talk about procrastination. Now, procrastination does not mean, and I hope I'm pronouncing procrastination the right way. I really hope so. I'm going to check it after I film this video. I hope it's the right pronunciation, otherwise I'll have to film this again. But anyway, so the first reason why you might be procrastinating is because you are scared AF. You're not lazy, you are very, very scared. And the biggest fear is the fear of being seen, because in all probability, the task that you need to do requires you to put yourself out there, possibly online, possibly on social media in today's day and age. So that is a huge challenge. That is showing up, that is showing people who you are and putting yourself in front of the whole world and giving them an opportunity to criticize you, humiliate you, make fun of you, laugh at you. And if you have experienced this before in your teen years or in your childhood, then this becomes a huge fear. And then we feel safe if we are not seen, if we are hiding behind something. And just the thought of being seen can spark off this primitive fear that you're going to die. Of course, you're not going to die, but the fear comes from our ancestors, because back in the day, you could not stand out, you could not be different from the tribe. You know, if you were different, if you stood out, you were punished, you were ridiculed, you were told to shut up, and maybe sometimes in very extreme cases, the tribe would also disown you, or you could get killed as well. So that is a huge fear, huge fear. And in my own life, in my own journey, this fear has shown up in so many different ways, so many different layers, and it is my number one self-sabotage. What's the word? It's the number one way I self-sabotage. So anyway, I digress. The second reason why you might be procrastinating is because the work that you are supposed to do, the task at hand, you don't believe that you are capable of executing it to a satisfactory level. Okay, you don't believe in your capabilities. So maybe you are supposed to do a presentation, something for your office, and there's a fear again, or the lack of self-confidence that, okay, my boss will criticize me, or my boss will scold me, or my co-workers will make fun of me, or something like that. Some kind of fear of judgment, or the lack of self-belief. If you woke up every day believing, knowing in your body that you are capable, you would get it done really quickly. So the result is then you start watching like YouTube videos, or you waste your time on Netflix and you stretch it so much, and the next thing you know is that the deadline was yesterday, and now your boss is pressuring you, send me the email, send me the presentation, and you're now feeling stressed out. And that nicely segues to my next point, which is you could be procrastinating because you are generally prone to stress and anxiety. So if you are experiencing low-grade anxiety or low-grade stress, like, everything is okay, but you keep thinking something might go wrong, if that is the state of your being, then of course you will procrastinate by going into fight, flight, or freeze response, right? So that means you're hyper alert, right? So in that state, you don't have much energy to focus on the task at hand because you're worried about what could go wrong, right? So in that case, when that happens with me, then sometimes I just have to give myself a break, and there is a lot of value in accepting those emotions, accepting that anxiety, accepting that stress, and maybe if the need be, take a break, right? Okay, I allow myself to take a little break, time out, and regroup and come back when I'm feeling balanced, centered, and grounded. Because in this state, something that would require 5 minutes will take 50 minutes. And then you're just going to keep thinking that you're not good enough, you're lazy, you're this, you're that. And while none of that is true, you're just experiencing some kind of stress, some kind of anxiety, some kind of trigger, and you need to first sit with that, balance yourself, ground yourself, and then come back to doing whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, so the other thing is that a lot of us these days are so tired, and when I say tired, exhausted, burnt out, I don't mean physically, I mean emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That is a new kind of tiredness. So in that case, if you are in the hustle, grind mode all the time, then, and you don't allow yourself to chill out and relax, then sometimes the only way your body will get you to do that is through procrastination. So understand, if you are tired and exhausted, then just step away, and instead of calling yourself lazy and hopeless and out of control, just say, I allow myself to take a break today, and I will come back to whatever it is that I need to do tomorrow. So there's a lot of value in just going into that self-aware mode, and then taking some kind of so there's a lot of value in understanding your emotions, and understanding that you could just be tired because of okay, I don't know what I lost track of my okay, all right. So yeah, so sometimes all you need is a break. You need a break, and you need to relax, and you need to slow down, to speed up, and then you can come back and tackle whatever it is that you need to tackle. Another reason is that what you're doing, your heart and your soul is simply not in it. Now, you signed up for this because it was the right thing to do, or you were being a good girl or a good boy or a good person by agreeing to do this, but your heart is really not in it. So that's why you're procrastinating, and maybe you just did it for the money, but you really don't enjoy it. So then your soul is screaming that I don't like this, I find this boring, this is not where my zone of genius is, this is not where I find joy. So that's why there is this misalignment, and you end up procrastinating. So that is something to consider in as well. And another reason why you could be procrastinating is because, let's say, it is a decision that you need to make, and it is regarding money, and you have a lot of fear around spending money. So a typical example would be, these days everybody is investing, and everyone keeps saying buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, but you're so scared of actually spending or investing that money. So actually, when the market goes down, you keep thinking about it, you keep sitting on it, and the minute you decide, yes, I'm ready to take the plunge, I'm ready to invest, the market goes back up again. So that's a typical sort of example when it comes to fear of spending money, fear of investing money. And that could also be a reason why you are delaying what you need to do. So as I was editing this video, I realized that I touched on perfectionism as well in the beginning, and then I kind of left it there very randomly. So perfectionism, like I said before, is a cousin. It is related to procrastination. So perfectionism is also kind of another way you can procrastinate, and underneath perfectionism is also all those fears that I spoke about. And the truth of the matter is that perfectionism is a myth. There is never going to be, nothing is going to be perfect ever. That's just human nature. We are imperfectly perfect. So yeah, so maybe perfectionism is disguised as procrastination, or procrastination is disguised as perfectionism, and they kind of mirror each other, they're related to each other. So hopefully this video has helped you understand both of them in a new light, and that was my little extra nugget of wisdom, something that I wanted to share. And yeah, so back to the original video. Okay, bye. So that is it for today's video. I hope it was insightful, and if you found this useful, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and also hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next one.